This is the Juki HZL-DX Series Sewing Machine, HZL-DX5 Standard Arm, and right now, it's sitting on my work table, all set up and ready to show what it can do. Just looking at it, I noticed the modern white finish, accented with deep blue lettering. It gives off a clean, sturdy vibe. The outer shell feels tough, made with a mix of high-quality plastic and aluminum, and it has the kind of durable build I appreciate for long-term use. The shape is compact, but the arm is longer than on some basic models, allowing more workspace without taking up your entire table. I see the LCD screen right up front, simple buttons, a small lever for knee lift, and the whole setup feels both inviting and practical. I'll admit, before I got started with this Juki machine, I was a bit unsure if it would really be much different from the standard sewing machines I'd used before. I'm used to entry-level models with very basic controls. So when I unpacked this machine and saw all its features and the included hardshell case, I wondered if the fancy extras would actually matter when I just want to sew a hem, run up curtains, or try a little quilting. But from my experience so far, this machine stands out, and it's worth talking about why. The key features that caught my attention right away were the automatic needle threader, the big working space, it's 8 inches by 4.4 inches, and the powerful motor, which is supposed to go up to 1,050 stitches per minute. Juki included an automatic thread cutter, a simple LCD screen for stitch selection, one-step buttonholing, and adjustable presser foot pressure for different fabric thicknesses. The machine isn't exactly lightweight at about 22 pounds, but considering what it offers, the weight just feels like a sign it's built to last. It even comes with several presser feet, bobbins, and extra bits, so it's almost ready straight out of the box. When I turned it on and started threading, the automatic needle threader honestly felt like magic. No more squinting and getting frustrated. The thread went right through with only a gentle push. For anyone new to sewing, that can make all the difference, because you can start your project faster and you don't get stuck on the setup part of the job. Winding the bobbin is smooth, and the drop-in bobbin style is jam-resistant, which, in my experience, saves you headaches and wasted fabric. Next, I spent some time experimenting with the stitch selection. There are 185 built-in stitches, including 16 different types for buttonholes and a variety of alphabet fonts for basic monogramming or labeling. The LCD display is backlit, not too bright or harsh, just clear, and you use the buttons to scroll through options. If you haven't tried computerized stitch selection before, it actually becomes second nature really quickly. You pick your stitch, adjust the length or width if you want, and the machine sets everything up. One thing that surprised me was how easy it is to switch the throat plate from a wide zigzag opening to a single hole straight stitch plate. There's a lever on the front, one quick flick, and you've converted it to a single hole plate. Why does this matter? With a single needle hole, your straight stitches are more accurate, and there's less chance the needle wobbles and breaks. Super handy for quilting or delicate fabrics. What's also neat is that the machine senses when you change the plate, so it won't accidentally let you pick a zigzag stitch that could break the needle. Stitching with the Juki HZL-DX5 feels smooth and controlled. With the larger working area, heavy or bulky fabrics actually fit. Think denim or quilt sandwiches. You don't feel cramped. The knee lift lever, positioned right under the table, lets you raise the presser foot without using your hands, so you can adjust fabric layers as you go. This is something I always thought was just for pros, but it seriously leaves your hands free from maneuvering the fabric and keeping things even. From my experience sewing with everything from fine cotton to thick fleece, the HZL-DX5 stays stable with very little vibration or shifting. The adjustable presser foot pressure means even tricky fabrics like knits or stretch materials aren't a problem. The automatic thread cutter is one of those features you think you can live without until you try it. Press a button, and it trims both upper and lower threads neatly. No more searching for scissors under your pile of scraps or threads hanging everywhere. Buttonholes are usually never my favorite part of sewing, but on this machine, the automatic one-step buttonhole feature just works. Place your button in the buttonhole foot, attach it, press start, and the machine sews a buttonhole exactly the size you need. It really cuts down on mistakes and makes shirts or pillow covers feel a lot more professional. What I noticed when switching to free arm sewing is that the auxiliary bed slides off smoothly, turning the workspace into a narrow arm, perfect for sleeves, cuffs, collars, and anything circular or tricky. There's even a storage compartment inside that auxiliary bed, so you can keep needles, bobbins, and tools close at hand. For those wondering about noise, this machine is relatively quiet, though not silent. The motor hums with a smooth, powerful sound, and even at higher speeds, the machine feels steady. The speed control is handy. You can slow it down for precise quilting or speed it up for long straight seams, which is helpful when you're working on a big project with a time crunch. Now, the few downsides are worth mentioning. The Juki HZL-DX5 is not the lightest machine, so if you plan to travel with it a lot, prepare for the added bulk. I'd say the included carrying case makes transport safer, but it's still heavy to lift if you have stairs or a long walk. Also, for people brand new to sewing or folks upgrading from very basic machines, all these features might seem overwhelming at first. There's a small learning curve figuring out how to utilize computerized stitches, adjust settings, and switch feet. That said, the manual is pretty clear, and small tip, looking for online how-to videos helps a lot. One thing to be aware of is the thread tension adjustment. It's manual, not automatic. It took me a few tries to get it right for different fabrics. If you're working with really thick layers or want to do advanced quilting, the throat space is generous but not as long as some high-end quilting machines, so just keep that in mind. I'd recommend this for anyone who's an intermediate or advanced home sewer, and even for beginners who are ready to learn. It's perfect for garment making, home decor, quilting medium to large-scale projects, and repairing heavy materials like jeans. The stitch quality is consistently even, and the range of features actually helps you work faster and more confidently, the more you use it. In conclusion, the Juki HZL-DX5 has made sewing less stressful and more creative for me. The combination of a sturdy frame, strong motor, intuitive functions like needle threader and thread cutter, and a comfortable working area make it reliable and enjoyable to use. While it's not the cheapest option and takes a bit to get comfortable with, the quality, efficiency, and results really stand out. If you're looking to upgrade your sewing experience, in my opinion, this machine is absolutely worth considering. If you found this quick review helpful, please subscribe to my channel for more honest sewing machine reviews, and leave a comment below if you have any questions or want to share your own experiences with the Juki HZL-DX5. Thank you for watching.